Good morning, YouTube. Excuse me. So, spring is here, finally. Everything has turned green overnight. But it hasn't been just one night. It's actually been almost 3 weeks since I was here. And I missed it so much. Today is not going to be a full camping video or crafting video, but today I wanted to address something personal to me, something that matters. If you know what this is, you know what I'm about to do, or what I am about to do. And if you're wondering about my wet hat, it's not sweat yet. I laced everything with bug spray because the mosquitoes are the size of, I don't even know, they're big. So let's go get a tarp up because they promised rain in a couple of hours. It's warm and humid. So yeah, let's go. So, humid, no wind, and bugs. I just looped up my leather gloves at home and they feel perfect. So, the woodland, or the piece of forest that I'm camping in, is situated 2 or 3 minutes hiking that way. And I'm now in a small plantation next to it. This piece of property belongs to the other, so I have permission to be here and I have permission to do. I am not hurting any live trees. Everything laying on the ground here is for me to take and use. And everything standing, that is dead. So I brought my axe, my Liam Hoffman Camp Axe, and I figured a little one-on-one time, taking down a small tree or a couple. So sheath or axe sheath or axe mask off and into the pants. Close the pocket. So I might break the video in a few seconds because I just had a 15-minute rest in my hammock, and I think a thunderstorm is rolling in. So the video today was intended regarding Liam Hoffman, HOFFMAN blacksmithing, and my camp axe. I always carry a small field strap, just for keeping the edge clean and keeping everything sharp. Thank you, Mikkel. But yep, the thunderstorm is coming. So if I have to break this, I'll rescue the camera and get it back later. So everything is turning dark now. You can't see in the video, but it's coming. This is my camp axe. This is one of the best handles, one of the skinniest handles, but one of the best I have ever held in my hands. Liam takes an approach to axes the way let me see if I can find something that matches, but the way an architect would look restoring something like La Sagrada de Familia in Spain. If some of you knows, it's a big I wasn't kidding about the thunder. But La Sagrada de Familia, big church in Spain, very old, and falling apart. Liam Hoffman's approach to axes is the way a modern architect would approach restoring the old famous Spanish church. You have to look back, and you have to look back at the old craftsmanship, you have to look back at the old shapes, you have to look back at when the forest industry in the US was blooming, and the forest workers used large saws, axes and horses to pull the logs out of the woods. That's when you have to look, because Liam Hoffman's approach to building axes is looking back 100 years. This fits me so well you wouldn't even believe. I know I say this about a lot of axes, and it's true. It's absolutely true. Many of them do. I wear a size 10 glove, and the fitmanship and the curve of the Hoffman handle. This is a 2018 model, I believe, and the year is halfway through 2022. I purchased this just like a normal camper in 2017. I think the rain is coming just in a bit. In 2017, I waited for it for a long time. Such a long time that I actually stopped thinking about waiting and just let time pass. But Liam was moving shop and growing his business and hiring new staffs and making the forging process easier, going from so here comes the rain. Just a minute. Sorry for the small break. I don't know how much you saw, but I was thrown under the tap rescuing hammock and camera gear and axes because I had one, what's it called? A loud thunder, and it was 10 minutes later another one came, and then 5 minutes later another one came. And the rule of the thunder is from the lightning to the boom, if you count in seconds, that's how many kilometers it's away. Rule. Don't know if it works. But the sky turned black and everything fell from the sky. Everything. So, I had lunch and a break and waited for the rain. Had to rescue my fire because it almost died. But, back to the topic at hand. Liam Hoffman and the way Liam looks at axes. I told you that in my experience, Liam searches for ways to use an axe, not today, but he goes back in time to the time when this was the tool you took to work, and this was the tool you used to make cabins, and this was the tool you used to cut down trees. I've had this for a few years now, and my axe collection has grown since this came. When this came in the mail, I used to think that the Grenfell's Brooks small forest axe was a larger axe. Then this came. And this changed the game for me. I found a new way of utilizing axes when I camp. I found joy. I found different techniques of using a tool like this. And I'm no professional and I'm no oracle. I'm just here learning by doing by myself. Sorry. But I'm actually not here to talk about this. After the camp axe, I had a trapper, a Liam Hoffman trapper's hatchet shipped, and it can do almost anything I would ask for an axe for smaller, lighter camping situations. Everything. But I spoke to Liam when I got my axe. I wrote him on Instagram saying, I got this, this is so amazing, please don't, no. But at the moment, or at the time receiving this, I didn't know what would happen if I someday had to replace the handle, given that I'm still learning and still making mistakes. I haven't gotten injured yet. Small nicks with an axe, scraping my finger against it, but no injuries, and no injuries to the handle because I'm getting better. But I do make mistakes. Iranum humanum est. It's human to make mistakes in Latin, if I'm correct. So what would happen if I broke it? Liam lives across the world making these. So what would happen? I spoke to Liam. I said, I own a camp axe. Would you do me a favor of picking out? No. Yes. I wrote him. After I placed the order, I said, would you do me the favor of picking out a handle matching this? And I placed an order for 2 oak handles, 24 inches, and a hickory handle for the camp axe. The 2 oak handles were supposed to go for different axe builds. I still have one left, and one is with a different. But what I came here to do today, except talking axes, was because it's the year 2022, and lots have happened at Hoffman Blacksmithing since he made this. There's a new handle. The thing I'm about to show you won't come out on video as much as it will in real life. Bucky Billy Ray, he says that just once in a while you grab something. Tool, chainsaw, hammer, crowbar, but especially an axe. And you can just know. You can just tell it. It fits. Somebody loved this. Somebody loved the passion of making it. And I brought something special. Let me see what you can see. So, hickory handle, new shape. But just look, I mean, come on. So, what is this and what's new? Well, if you have an old Liam Hoffman axe and you have an old Liam Hoffman handle, you know. But when you have the finished axe and this, it's not something where you go and say, holy crap. But once you start feeling, and once you start looking, and once you start noticing every detail that goes into making one of these. In the old days, Liam, correct me if I'm wrong, this was made from hickory planks or hickory sheets, cut with bandsaw, shaped with draw knives, and finished with sandpaper or whatever, and hung with a draw knife. This is a copy of a metal template and a machine that fixes or drills or carves or shapes this. What changed? The handle ergonomics are just as perfect. Fits under the shoulder, nice palm swell, but the trick for getting a replacement handle is this. This is the normal shape of the palm swell of a Liam Hoffman axe, and the cone on top allows you to, when you're seating the head, hanging the axe, pound this as hard as you can. Leave it if you want. If you like the look, I love it. I'm not gonna take it off. And mine has a small beauty mark at the end. Never gonna remove that. So this stays. These are just the markings from the fit in the copy lathe or whatever it is, whatever that machine is called. But that is so clever. I've seen it before, but that's so clever. This won't damage at all. If you get any mushrooming while seating the axe, you can trim this off. It's not supposed to be there. I like it, but it's not supposed to be there. In my opinion. In my opinion, you're supposed to trim it off after you hang it. But I'm leaving this. I don't know what I'm going to do with the new axe handle. This has history written all over it. With my hands, the oil, the feel, everything about this is history. So change it into something exceptionally beautiful, or keep it. I believe with yearly maintenance, I can keep this for many years. Oil it, make sure it doesn't dry out, keep it out of the sun, store it with all the rest of my axes. I can keep this for a long time. But it's so beautiful. It's wow. The grain is flawless. If something on an axe handle is flawless, it's this. But what to do with it? Time will tell. But this is an upgrade. If you have an old Liam Hoffman handle, trust me, this is an upgrade. Everything about this is just wonderful. So why do I bring an axe head to the forest? No, not an axe head, but an axe handle with no axe head on it. It's because someone takes care someone making these and these takes care of the process, enjoys the process, enjoys the result, enjoys the feedback. So this means something to someone. Someone takes pride in this. So that's why I brought this to show you. And I have been rambling on about a metal head stuck to a wooden pole for the last 15 minutes. But if you come here, you don't come here for cooking recipes or how to make fondue in the woods. You come here for the birds, the beers, the axes, and the stupid Danish man, woodsman, Viking. Lots of names, none of them are true. You come here to talk to me. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. The forest has quieted down a bit. So, ending the video with a wet cap from Wayne. Rain, sweat, and lots of mosquito spray. Take care, boys and girls. Regarding the next video, I'm not sure. I am not sure. As far as I can tell, if this weather continues, going here, having a campfire, is going to be difficult. I'm going to change the style that I use for camping. If this dry spells, except for the rain and thunder today, continues, having a fire here, soon I won't do it. Everything here is dry, and if it keeps getting more dry, I'll do something else. But I'll take you with me if you want to come. Boys and girls, take care. Liam, thank you. What do you think I should do? Replace this on that one, or keep it in case something bad happens? Don't know. The fitmanship on the Hoffman axe is just flawless. Bye.